Thanks for coming back and checking up on us again. In the last video, if you remember, we had sold the house. We were moving all of our stuff out of the basement. We had left stuff in there for, just to show it, and so it looked a little livable. And we kind of moved the bus back and forth between our nephews and the lake house just because we were working there. So we got that all done, and then it was time to go camp host. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we go to camp host at Peninsula State Park, and we've been there every year. We go there every year just because we like it so much, but it was the first time we were camp hosting, right?
Yes.
So, I don't know, things happened while we were there that was unique to the Peninsula State Park, but all in all, we decided that it was a very, very busy park.
Yes.
And we are too old.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. It was really nice.
It wasn't fun.
No, it was not enjoyable. We're used to that time up there in Peninsula for it to be enjoyable for us. So, but they were really good people again to volunteer for. Those are all non-paying jobs. We have found since then that there are some camp host jobs that are pay, but not in the Wisconsin state. Anyways, back to Peninsula. So, we did have a lot of little unique things happen. You always do in your camp hosting, but all we had to do was clean campsites. They gave us a cart and all that, but there was just so many campsites, and that park is so busy. And people are moving in and out of there just all the time. And of course, it was over a holiday weekend again because
I think we had as many as 90 sites in one day.
to clean. Yeah,
90 sites in one day.
Yeah, for old people.
But then you gotta wait for them to leave.
Yeah.
Before you can get in there.
Yeah, there was lots of issues. And then people put out your fires, people. Oh. Yeah, there's so many hot fires left over, so then you got to douse them and go back and get them. And yeah, there's some really pretty sights, so we'll show you a little bit of that. But I did want to talk about things that aren't in the video because we were just so busy all the time. We didn't take a lot of videos. We did have time to go out to eat a couple times. We went to the boathouse on the bay. That was in Sister Bay.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. I had the poor boy with whitefish, and
I had something.
You had the Dock Master. I had to go look it up. Dock Master Classic Burger, because I'm sure it was a burger.
Well, they didn't have a big menu.
No, they didn't. Yeah. No, but it was good. And we also a couple times went to the Carroll House in Sister Bay too. That was great for breakfast. Real small place, but
that's a breakfast place.
Yeah, definitely a breakfast place. But so that was enjoyable, I have to say. And we did take a couple of rides through town. Camp host stories of Peninsula State Park. We were down getting an ice cream or something in the buggy at the beach at the camp store. And the guy that runs the bikes, rents the bikes and the boats and all that, he was chasing this dog down. We weren't sure what was going on, and he finally told us that, we asked him if he wanted some help or something. He said, well, it's just a loose dog. So, and he didn't know where it belonged to. So we decided, well, we'll just take a little ride in the buggy and we'll go see if we can figure out who it belonged to. So we went down on the lakeside down there. And we did talk to some people, found the dog, and he was laying underneath a picnic table, and he was behaving himself.
Mm-hmm.
But Scott said, let's just leave him there because he was being good, and he was just waiting for you're not talking. Talk. Hit me out.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'll hold that.
Oh, that's not helping. Anyway, Scott said, let's just leave him there. He's not going to go anywhere now. He's probably just waiting for his owner to come back. And sure enough, that's what happened. But we continued on with our day and doing stuff. And the neighbors that were right next door to them, we gave our cell phone number too, and said if anything changes, give me a text or something, and we'll come either pick him up or we'll go see if we have to get the ranger involved, we will, or whatever. So next thing you know, we're riding around, and one of the camp workers that works for the DNR came riding up, and he was like, "Oh, I heard there's a lost dog," and he's all excited. And we're like, "It's fine, he's under control, and this and that." And so he's like, "Well, we can't have that."
He was all ready to make a citizen's arrest.
He was going to make a citizen's arrest. He was like, "Oh God, dude," So
settle down.
Yeah. In the long run, we found out later than when we were leaving that he went over there too, and he just decided that. And actually, by the time he got there, the owner had gotten there, and the dog had gotten loose, and So it was no big deal. But he was a good puppy too. So, and then there was the lady that had somebody stopped us we were running cleaning sites, and she stopped us, and she was telling us about somebody that was knocking on the tent in the middle of the night. And you hate to assume that maybe they're just,
Well, it turned out to be the, I don't want to say game warden.
No.
What's he called?
Somebody, it was his aunt or something. Somebody that we.
But
somebody's relative.
He said he would go down and take care of it.
Yeah. And they did, and I mean, it was important that. So we still don't know, what it was. If it could have been an animal, a deer, or something rubbed up against it, or a tree branch or something. And she just was nervous about it, and you have to take that be respectful of it, and be respectful of her fear, because she was camping by herself. So, anyways, that was all resolved. She really appreciated our thoughts on it, and we told her to go to contact the front desk too, which she did. So I mean, it was all good, but just another oddball thing that happened. And then there's always those people that don't leave in time, so you're trying to hunt them down, and their stuff's all still in the campsite, and people are trying to get in there, and then there was a guy who, as we found out later, he had that rented trailer. Their great big huge long rented trailer, and he was trying to back it into that spot.
Oh, yeah.
But that car was parked like it wasn't parked illegally, but he just, because that thing was so big and he was so unsure of it. So that was an issue, waiting for him to get back and trying to keep people happy. I don't know.
I thought he had plenty of room.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then there was the guy that found the knot in the tree, or the rope tied around the tree. So he had to climb up on top of a picnic table, on top of a bucket. That poor guy, when we stood there, I didn't want Scott up there, but the camper wanted to do that and get that rope from around that tree, because it was already embedded in there.
Well,
he was worried it was going to choke the tree off and kill it. So, naturalists.
Well, we
gotta
saved the tree.
Saved the tree.
And then we hugged it.
And we hugged it.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so I don't know. Anything else we want to talk about in there? Oh, the only other thing I was going to say is Wisconsin did implement a new checkout time where they were going to check out. You had to check out by 1 o'clock? Yeah, I think you had to check out by 1 o'clock, and then you can't check in until 3 o'clock. Typically, throughout all the years that we've been camping, 30 years of camping, it's like if the spot was empty when you got there at a state park, you just pulled into it because you knew it was going to be yours. Well, that's just not going to, they're not going to accept that anymore. How they're going to enforce it, I have no idea. I think they're going to try and do it when people are checking in. But we'll see. It'll make it a little bit easier on the camp hosts,
Cleaned.
to try and get stuff cleaned. But I mean, it's still an awful lot to ask of camp hosts to kind of deal with all that, trying to chase people out of there. And, they're like, you're trying to clean stuff up, and they're like, well, I got till 3 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, well, somebody's going to be here at 3 too.
Well, they don't have it till 3 anymore. They changed
No.
that. They have to be out of there by
So they have to be out of there by 1.
by 1.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Well, even that's tight
Yeah, it is tight for a lot
for
of
90
people.
sites to be cleaned.
Oh yeah, there's no way you can clean 90 sites in 2 hours. That just isn't going to happen. That's an 8-hour day with 2 people doing it. So I don't know. At any rate, it's a beautiful park. I still recommend going there, but it's put out your hot fires when you leave, people, and leave on time, and you can't check in anymore until 3 o'clock. So, but that's what happens when it's a very popular park. So it's a lot of very popular area, Door County. It's beautiful. So, anyways, on with the video. 860. Gorgeous. Put your fires out, people.
Woo, that's warm.
Yeah. Every morning. Go through it. Not killing the beach. Go down in the water a little bit. Back around. Such a beautiful park. Look at these guys out here. Anchoring. Oh. He's over there. Yeah, what do they call that? Paragliding, yeah. This is all rental area. Kayaks and paddleboards, you name it. Yeah, and they have a couple food trucks out here too. Break in the water.
Eagle Tower.
Eagle Tower is pretty fabulous. Gonna walk. Mom said she made it farther than I did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. It's a beautiful park. It's a really busy park. So we've been here for 3 weeks. And we've done nothing but kind of clean campsites and stuff. But, had your everyday. Well, I think more so there's been some strange problems. Like, first time ever somebody was trying to get in a site and other people were still there. And we've had a loose dog, and they're not supposed to leave their dogs unattended at all. What else we had, Scott? It's just all this weird stuff.
Rubbing on a tent camper.
Oh yeah, somebody was supposedly rubbing on a tent camper at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I know there's lots more other stuff. Just people trying to find their spots, and yeah, it's just a busy park.
Typical campground stuff.
I guess typical campground stuff. But it's a busy park, so there's like 120 sites in the campground that we are hosting in, and it has been not unusual to have 96, 86 sites leave, like on a Sunday, or especially after a holiday weekend. The golf course.
We had 120 sites that one night.
Oh, we have 120 total.
We had 120 sites that day.
We did?
Yeah.
That left?
Yeah.
Well, what were we thinking? We're old.
I don't know. We shouldn't be doing that.
I don't know.
We should be out here golfing.
Yeah, we should be enjoying it.
We should be on our boat on the lake.
Yeah.
We don't have a boat yet,
But
we will.
you never know.
We will.
Yeah. At any rate, so thought I better get some video We have horrible cell service and not very good TV reception, but it's just such a beautiful park. Beth and Mom and Terry and Rachel, Mike and Katie Ann came up, and that was nice. Scott had to leave. We had a couple of VA appointments for stuff he had to go, so, but thank goodness those were days there wasn't much going on. So I don't know, today we're going to take a little trip, and we're not even sure where we're going to end up, but we're taking you guys along and see what we can find.
I think we're going to swing up towards Washington Island.
Okay.
And up around the point of Door County, come back down the Lake Michigan side.
Right.
See what kind of trouble we can find.
All right, first we got to get some damn gas. Good this way for a minute.
Clearly see the road. Ephraim?
Ephraim? That big pontoon right there, that's Bennington. It's nice boats. Oh, those houses way up there. Well, that's probably motels too.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. Up in the